Talk about the Gulf Breeze 6, we've got Ouija boards, we've got aliens, we've got the apocalypse, we've got the Antichrist.
It's not like the Birmingham 6, though.
No, these guys never bombed anybody, allegedly. Oh no, they got freed.
Yeah.
So who did do it?
Who knows, but it weren't them.
No, apparently not. No, very different, Mike. They went to Florida. They went to, the Birmingham 6 went to Aston.
Right, okay, just making sure.
Winson Green Prison.
Yeah. So before we start, just a reminder, follow us on Facebook, Cutting to the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse, YouTube's Apocalypse Bull, SoundCloud, Spotify, all your other podcasting platforms, Cutting to the Bull in the PTA. Before I start thanking the returning listeners, what on earth is that flag at the bottom?
It's a good one, isn't it?
I've never seen that before in my
have.
life.
I believe it's Malawi.
What the fuck?
That's my guess.
Wow. Okay, well, Blantyre in what could be... where was it?
Malawi.
Malawi.
I couldn't get that if you put a gun to my head.
No, if that was the only question, if that was a question I needed to live, I'd be dead.
Bye.
It is.
Malawi.
Yep.
Where is Malawi?
What, Africa?
I thought it
I
might
don't know
be.
where.
Well, there we go. Someone on holiday, maybe, I don't know. Thanks for listening. You're a new one on me.
Yeah, lots of people go on holiday to, where was it?
Malawi.
You'd never know. Stirling, Cleveland, Port St. Lucie, and Merritt Island in the US, Glasgow in the UK. Mike, where's that one? Kaunas?
I guess.
I'm going with Ethiopia.
No, Lithuania, mate.
Lithuania, same colours. Chihuahua
Wrong
City.
continent, though.
Same colours. Chihuahua City in Mexico.
Chihuahua City?
Is everyone short and angry there, do you think?
Wow.
Greenville in the US, London and Whitstable in the UK, Madrid in Spain, Frankfurt am Main and Falkenstein in Germany, Cecina Nuevo and Guadalajara in Spain, and Chicago, US, top of the list. Thanks for listening as always. Tell a friend, tell a loved one. Just randomly walk up to people and type our names into their Spotify and subscribe them to us.
Well, I have a question.
Go on.
Was the city named after the dog, or was the dog named after the city?
Well, this is it. Who can say?
What came first, Chihuahua City or the Chihuahua?
I would imagine the region.
Yeah.
Because in terms of Rottweilers,
Right.
they're named after a region in Germany called Rottweil.
Oh, fuck me, every day's a school day.
Alsace.
Alsace, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so probably the region or the city.
French Bulldog, France.
France
There
came
you
first.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, anyway, yes, we're going to talk about the Gulf Breeze 6, very different from the Birmingham 6. In a case that intertwines military duty, esoteric beliefs, and unexplained phenomena.
This is right up your street, isn't it?
It is a little bit, but it's...
A little bit.
Esoteric beliefs.
Yeah. Militarism, and unexplained phenomena.
It's pretty much 6 or 3 boxes for me. You've got my attention. In the summer of 1990, as the world watched the geopolitical landscape shift with the decline of the Cold War, an unusual event unfolded within the US Army's 701st Military Intelligence Brigade, stationed in Augsburg, West Germany. Augsburg. So on July 9th, 1990, 6 soldiers were declared absent without leave, or AWOL, which is not a bad Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. Except he's in the French Foreign Legion. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I've seen that.
Vance Davis, Michael Huckenstadt, Chris Perlock, William Stetterberg, Kenneth Beeson, and Annette Eccleston. These individuals were not typical soldiers. They were intelligence analysts, trained in cryptography and signals intelligence. They have got all the codes. They know the US codes inside out. They're probably cracking Russian codes, Warsaw Pact codes. These guys are really high value officers within this unit.
Are they real?
Yes, apparently so.
Right, okay. Just checking.
Well, I mean, I got this from a YouTube site. I can't remember what it's called, but it tells like creepy military stuff.
Perfectly legit.
So, who can say? But either way, it's an entertaining.
Yeah.
There's esoteric stuff.
I believe loads of shit YouTubers tell me. But
I can't remember the channel. I'll thank him for it. You know who you are. If you will never listen, so I don't know. But either way, I got it from there. It's like creepy military stuff or something like that. Like all these ghost stories soldiers have and things. It's quite good.
So they're intelligence officers. They're nerds.
They are, yeah, they're the nerdiest of the nerds, yeah, because they're not even just like looking at photos or going beyond enemy lines. They're looking at numbers and frequencies and codes.
Yeah, they're thunder nerds.
They are thunder nerds. You're right. Thunder nerds.
Man, we shouldn't knock it. There's always a time when you could do the thunder nerd.
Oh fuck yeah! Well, if I want to crack the Soviet Union's fucking military codes, I'm having a group of thunder nerds.
Maybe we should start that. Thunder nerds go.
Why not?
Thunder nerds I lose.
We should put together a team of the nerdiest people we can find and try to solve the world's problems.
Oh, yeah, the nerds. Like the A-Team, but without the guns.
Yeah. And because we're with the hardest ones there, we can keep them in line.
We should have big sticks.
Yeah. Why haven't you solved poverty yet?
Think harder!
Guys, we've had no food in 3 days.
Your soldiers of fortune! No one else can help! Well, so what happened to these dudes?
Well, the group's unauthorised departure led them across the Atlantic, eventually arriving in Gulf Breeze, Florida. Should be pointing out they'd already made false passports for this escape.
Right.
So they're flying with forged documents. They're clever enough to make forged documents.
Right.
Well, they got their mates in the other intelligence battalion down the road to do it for them.
Okay.
To go AWOL, so they just go off the base, walk over, go to the airport, fly back to Florida on forged documents.
Yeah, fair enough.
Now, Gulf Breeze, Florida is a town that had gained notoriety in the late 1980s for a series of alleged UFO sightings. We'll do an episode on the Gulf Breeze sightings soon. A town that had gained notoriety for UFO sightings between late 1987 and early 1988. So 87-88. Local contractor Ed Waters had provided the Gulf Breeze Sentinel. What a fucking name for a newspaper. I love that. Why can't we have the Shropshire Sentinel?
That'd be a good name, yeah.
Yeah. Could have like a picture of Britannia as its logo, couldn't it?
We could start it and it could be like that
Rival.
conspiracy paper.
To the Star.
Problem is the Star's virtually fucking bankrupt now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Prime time, isn't it?
Yeah, but no one reads print anymore. Like this is astonishing. This is my
That'd be a
newspaper.
really bad time to start a newspaper.
Yeah, I say we launch a newspaper now. Strike while the iron's hot.
It's the future. People can read them anywhere. And we'll pay young men underage to deliver them,
On less than minimum wage.
crippling their backs in the process.
But this time next year we'll be millionaires.
Oh, what a filthy industry it was. They had their time.
They did.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be sad if the Shropshire Star died, though.
It's still going. But you go online, it tries to charge you.
Oh, yeah, it does. That drives me crazy.
And you're like, I'm not paying to
Premium.
read this. I don't pay to read a proper paper.
Yeah, and fuck you. It really angers me because they give you enough of the article to get you going.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I want to. Oh,
Juicy bit.
fuck you.
Sadly, the article I was in wasn't behind the paywall. That was free.
Oh, there you go.
It announced my rise to power.
Fucking hell.
I bet he's got that framed on the
Yeah,
wall.
oh, yeah.
It's got it saved on my phone, actually.
I wouldn't judge you if you had it framed on the wall. I would.
I tried to find. I went to Tesco that night
Yeah.
to look through the Shropshire Star in an attempt to find that thing, and I would have bought the paper.
Wasn't there?
I think I must have been in the online only edition.
Oh well, you still made it.
That's it. For no non-nefarious reasons.
What's a bonus?
Well, these photographs claimed depicted unidentified flying objects. There's a great photo of this actually where he's outside in a towel shaking his fist at these lights in the sky over his house. It's just someone's on the porch, right? And he's outside his driveway just wearing a towel. He's like that.
Shaking his fist
He's
at the
shaking
sky.
his fist at these fucking bright orange lights in the sky that are coming towards the house.
Are they just aeroplanes or?
No, they were flying, saucer-shaped orange lights, round orange lights. They're coming towards him. He's outside in a towel. It's like he's just got out the shower. He's like, shaking his fist.
So a bunch of deserters have deserted,
Yep.
found their way to Florida
Yep.
to a UFO hotspot.
Yeah.
These fucking nerds. Why are they going AWOL? What have they got to be scared about?
Well, there's a reason for this.
Not on the front lines.
Some UFOlogists, like Bruce Maccabee, supported the authenticity, while others suspected a hoax. They did split because the chap who reported them was like very controversial.
No shit.
That's rare in the UFO world.
Yeah. Now, upon their arrival in Gulf Breeze, the 6 were arrested on July 14th, 5 days after their desertion. So, why did they do it? Why? What's the sense? Why are you flying all the way? You're a highly trained military intelligence analyst.
Yeah.
And you think, you know what? Come on, guys, we need to get to fucking Gulf Breeze. Why? What's been happening?
Spring break, baby.
Low rider.
Well, investigations revealed the group had been engaging in sessions with a Ouija board.
Oh, God.
Say that a bit louder.
Oh, God.
Which they claim to have received messages about impending global catastrophes.
Wow.
So you guys are that bored because the Soviet Union's falling. You probably haven't got that much more to do. Well, let's do a Ouija board. All of a sudden it sounds like you've got to get to Gulf Breeze. You've got to stop the end of the world.
Fucking hell. They're going to stir crazy in there.
Yeah. One of them's blagging it, controlling the thing, and ruined the other two stoners.
Well, I don't know if drugs are involved, but it's certainly a possibility.
Yeah, it was the 80s.
Yeah. He just wants to go to spring break, watch the college girls go wild.
I'm in the army.
Bored to tears, like you say, probably. But so they get out the Ouija board.
Get out the Ouija board. These communications allegedly urged them to leave their posts and gather in Gulf Breeze. Some reports suggest that certain members believed they were destined to confront the Antichrist.
Well, Trump was in Florida at that time, right?
I'll have you know that I was only 7 at this point and not living in Gulf Breeze.
Well, they need to make their minds up. Aliens or Satan or both?
Well, some people believe that aliens and demons are the same thing.
They do.
Yeah.
Alien, Satan. Copyright me. I'm making that movie.
I'd very much like to have a production credit in this film. I think it's got real potential.
Yes.
It could be a massive success.
I'll need all your help. Alien, Satan. I'd go with
Come into a cinema near you. Although Kenneth Beeson, one of the guys, said he denied that intention, but some of them did think that they were going to stop the Antichrist. So it's noteworthy that their arrival coincided with the conference held by the Mutual UFO Network, our friends,
Yep.
MUFON.
Ah,
Shared a few of our posts in the past, MUFON have.
yeah.
Do great work.
They do, Mike. I would have loved to become an investigator, but it's £600 a year.
You have to pay them.
Yeah. To be a premium top-notch member, so you get your plastic card and your investigator's kit. £600 a year.
What's in your investigator's kit?
I believe there's like questionnaires. Yeah, stuff like that. So it's all standardised forms that people have to fill in about the sighting.
That's not a kit.
It's a kit, and I presume there's maybe some kind of magnifying glass. I don't know what's in it. I didn't look.
I thought it was going to be like some sort of high-tech digital...
No.
£600.
No, you get a hat. Baseball cap with MUFON Investigator. You get a lanyard.
Oh.
Official MUFON Investigator.
Can I give you a question? Fuck off. Excuse me, sir. Can I give you a question? Fuck off. You paid
You get them to do the form.
£600 for the privilege.
£600 to be a top level member.
Top level member of MUFON.
I'd join, but I'm not paying that much
Can
money.
you pay monthly?
I don't know.
I don't want to investigate. I can't be asked.
So, obviously all these guys get arrested on July 14th, 1990.
It's unclear that any of the 6 actually attended this event.
Well, that's true, but I'd imagine they probably did. I mean, you're going to stop UFOs annihilating the world. Who'd you go and speak to? MUFON? Or Bufora? They should have gone to the Bufora, it would have been closer for them.
Well, there's a good chance you're going to seek out MUFON, isn't there, if you believe you're communing with aliens.
So the 6 of them were apprehended on July 14th, and most of them at the Gulf Breeze home of Anna Foster, a local psychic. Their arrest was precipitated when Michael Hukenstad attracted police attention due to a traffic violation. It's a bit gutting. Yeah. Oh, we're just going to see the psychic.
She should have told them they were going to get arrested.
She's shit, isn't she?
You know what? You're absolutely fucking right. And that entire thing just proves psychics, doesn't it? It's like, well, if the police kick her door in out the blue and arrest me, right, why didn't you see this coming, you bitch?
Well, it might disprove her as a psychic.
Yeah.
I think we can argue it disproves.
I don't know now.
Well,
The fucking
someone's arguing they're real.
the CIA seem to think.
Yeah. I did see something. I didn't click on it. I thought, I don't want to know.
Especially with these UFO revelations now. They reckon that they're actively recruiting psychics to communicate with UAPs and pilot them. Have you heard about
That's
this?
the voices. Pilot them without mind.
No,
Yeah.
those are the voices
That's the
telling you to
latest
kidnap to kill.
Revelations from Jake Barber and that.
Oh yeah, but like, I don't know if I want that. As cool as it sounds, are you ever going to be the same again after they've been in your head? Because you're going to have to sort of link with them, aren't you?
Oh, it's like Independence Day 2, where everyone that communicated with an alien's fucked in the head.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want to go space crazy.
Nah.
Get alien.
Well, are you a psychic? You think you have psychic abilities?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
Well, then I don't think they'll be calling on you.
I don't. I'm just saying, I don't want alien brain aids.
I read a thing earlier, actually. I was going to have it for Weird News, but I decided against it, where the CIA actively recruits people with massive anxiety issues. Because relaxed people, you don't want relaxed people in intelligence. You want people who are really anxious, who aren't going to miss anything, who are going to go over detail after detail. It's like, oh, what if I miss something? I'm going to go back and check it again.
You don't want anxious people, then you want people with ADHD or not ADHD, OCD.
Well, anxiety works too, apparently.
Okay.
Like, oh my god, what if there's another terror attack? We've got to go through the paperwork again.
No, but they're a nightmare on lunch break.
Oh god, yeah. Well, you just don't stop.
Yeah.
Now, following their arrest, the group was transported to Fort Benning, Georgia for questioning. And despite the gravity of their actions, they were not court-martialed. Instead, each received a general discharge from the army, a decision that has fueled speculation and debate. Why did the army give them a general discharge?
Well, maybe because they've stellar career up to that point.
Well, they've gone AWOL. That ruins everything. Going AWOL is the biggest crime you can commit, apart from killing your officer.
Is it? So you're definitely going to get everybody else is going to get court-martialed.
You'd probably go to military jail for a bit in the British Army. You'd go to military jail for a bit, and then you'd be kicked out, dishonourable discharge, no pension.
Would you get a trial?
You would get a trial, but it's clear that you've gone AWOL. You've flown to fucking
You want
Florida.
the truth.
You can't handle the truth. Oh, what a film that is. Yeah, I'm going to watch me a good courtroom drama again. It's been a while.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Yeah, me too, yeah. Some of them are pretty good.
That one's a very good one, obviously. That's the benchmark, isn't it?
It's an excellent film.
So why not go throw the book at them? They've gone AWOL. They've flown across the states on the advice of a Ouija board.
If their doctors thought these lot are a bit soft in the head,
Maybe they've got a bit stir crazy.
they're a bit.
You could argue that, okay, it's the peacetime army. Let's not fuck them over too much. Clearly, they've got some mental issues.
Clearly.
Let's not fuck up their pension. They might need that. Or is it a case of, well, were they onto something?
I don't know if they were on to something.
They're on something, aren't they?
Is there some kind of paranormal explanation?
Would being onto something mean that they'd be, go unpunished though. You know, oh they've come across something very, very secret. Do we know, were they released and then did they all sort of die in?
Not that I could find. No, not that it mentioned in any of the tales I watched on it or read on this.
Because if they've accidentally stumbled into something that's obviously way beyond their pay grade, like aliens that are communicating psychically.
In Florida.
Specifically, because hey, everyone likes the sun.
Well, they want to go to Disneyland, don't they?
Maybe it's like Star Trek 4, the whales are upset because maybe these aliens like Florida because they like talking to alligators.
Possibly.
Because they've been around for like, maybe they used to talk to them before we were even around.
Yeah.
They might like sitting around and slagging us off, like. There's loads better before these cunts, wasn't it?
Yeah, no one was shooting me. No one was shooting us in the face.
Loads better. Remember them massive lizards? Fucking massive ones
Yeah.
used to walk around. Yeah, they were alright.
How good they were, yeah.
Yeah, they were fun. Now you got these pricks at McDonald's. Shit.
Can't even snatch a dog off the sidewalk.
This place has gone down. We used to like holiday in here, but it's gone downhill. I'm just saying, if you came across that, I think the army might kill you. Or discredit you. Maybe they're just like...
Maybe it's a case of...
Who's going to believe that?
Here's your pension, here's your benefits, shut the fuck up.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. We'll discharge you. Get your full pension.
Did they actually... Is the only alien that they actually spoke to, though, the Ouija board alien?
The Ouija board, yeah. Now, were they talking to an alien or an entity of some description?
It doesn't really go into what the aliens said.
Well, go to Florida.
Go to Florida, abandon your
Now the
post.
impending
There's
catastrophes.
aliens.
Oh, yeah.
There's an alien
I
antichrist.
mean, remember the South African one? The multi-dimensional being that they communicated with.
The blind bird.
The Channy Project.
No.
You're thinking
The
of...
Bulgarian.
You're thinking of Mike's Bird.
Yeah.
Baba Vanga.
Baba Vanga, that's it. So...
He gave you a detailed list of the impending catastrophes. This is quite vague, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's an alien antichrist in Florida.
How do we know the one communicating isn't the alien antichrist?
Well, that's the thing, you don't, do you?
He's just fucking with
He's
people.
meant to deceive people, isn't he?
Well, he sent it to fucking Florida.
Yeah.
So, in the 80s. I'm sure it was wild there then.
Oh, yeah. All that cocaine.
If the crocodiles don't kill you,
I've seen
the
Scarface.
cocaine will.
It's basically just Scarface, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, this incident has given rise to various interpretations, psychological factors. Some believe that the group experienced a shared delusion, possibly influenced by their esoteric practices and the heightened tensions of their intelligence work.
They snapped under pressure.
Snapped under pressure, started believing what the Ouija board was telling them. But a lot of people believe what Ouija boards tell them.
They do.
You know, there's been murders after people have consulted Ouija boards.
Oh, Lord.
Genuine murders. So what is it about these boards? And I'm not saying they're true in any fucking... I think they're utter bollocks. It's proven beyond doubt that these things are being pushed by us subconsciously. I don't think it's ghosts or demons or whatever. They fascinate me. Because I think it's a really cool parlour trick.
Yeah.
But people take a lot of stock in it. There's people who run their lives by what that board tells them.
Yep.
There's something very alluring about it to a lot of people in that respect. Who takes the spirits are talking to me. They're telling me how to do it. They're telling me what to do.
In fact, I was watching a YouTube video the other day. Some woman claimed to be talking to some alien on a Ouija board. Said that the world was going to end, gave a specific date and everything.
Do you know what it was? Do you
I
remember?
think it was July this year sometime.
Oh, well, height of summer. That'd be nice.
Are they just taking the piss? Are they on the other end going, what year did you tell them this time?
But she was like, oh, we got all these messages. Some of it's written backwards.
But I think if things are written backwards, I think it's wrong.
And it's written backwards in ancient Sumeric as well.
But can anyone translate
Well,
that accurately?
She apparently she did. She
She's
went
been
to the
looking
library.
when I got a library
That's
book.
what she says.
No, I think it's all pish posh. But what do I know? I don't know. I'm just a small, feeble.
Well, she seemed to believe it.
I think that's a lot of people do, and this is what kind of fascinates me about them.
Yeah, but some people might believe they're a fish, like really believe it. But I'm open, but I'm not Ouija boards. I'm more open to them just like directly beaming their thoughts into some poor cunt's head.
Yeah.
I don't know why we've got the glass and all that. No.
It's the symbology of it, isn't it? It's all symbolism.
But
with the esoteric, it's all symbolism. This is
one thing to live.
This particular layout is the portal to it. That's the symbolism you need.
Right, but who came up with that layout?
Well, a bunch of board game manufacturers.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't. It was some. It was a spiritualist church used it first, and then it got turned into a board game because after the American Civil War, everyone wanted to talk to their dead husband, brother, father, son.
Oh Christ, that's so dark.
And they actually, Ouija boards have a surge in sales directly after armed conflict.
I think we have discussed that before.
Yeah.
But like, it's one thing though to be like, talking to a ghost, woo, and be like, listen, all of us
We need to quit our
got
jobs.
to abandon our posts, which usually ends up in jail, and we've got to go to Florida to try and communicate with another alien.
With aliens to potentially stop the Antichrist or an impending disaster. That's a big jump to make for six.
How stressed were they?
For six rational people,
Yeah.
6 intelligent people.
Way more brainy than me. Thunder nerds for fuck's
Thunder
sake.
nerds.
Yeah. But they snapped.
You know, it's a big thing.
Were they? I've just seen the next one down. Did they? I haven't read it up. But did somebody? Could it possible that somebody purposely fucked their minds?
Well, isn't the espionage concerns, given their access to a lot of classified information, there was initial speculation of a potential espionage. However, the absence of formal charges diminishes this theory's credibility. And remember, America was executing people for selling atomic secrets in the 50s.
Well, I'm thinking more like, do you think maybe some Russians just fucked with their heads and got them to believe some shit
That's a possibility.
that they shouldn't, you know what I mean? Sent them doolally.
What if, I don't know,
What if the Russian was controlling the Ouija board?
Russian psychic?
No, no, Russian technician with glass magnets. I don't know.
What if they were the stuff they were listening to was chatter between Russian intelligence about psychics, the occult, Ouija boards, things like that, and that got into their heads, so they started doing it, thinking, "Oh, well, if we're not investigating this, we should do it. We're intelligence analysts. We'll see if there's any truth to this." And they got suckered in.
Oh, have you read this devil book? It's actually really good. Yeah. Well,
It's not, they're not reading devil books.
well, you know, satanic Bible.
They're not reading the Satanic Bible or the Satanic Witch. No, they're not reading that.
Well, what esoteric things are they reading?
Well, they're not reading anything. They're just doing the Ouija board.
No, didn't it say they're into some esoteric shit?
Probably just the Ouija board. I don't think it's the...
Oh, I'm sure it said they'd
Why are you jumping on Satan for esoteric anyway?
Well, it's the only
That's a
one I
Christian
could
thing.
think of. Maybe it was New Age tosh. I don't know which tosh it was, but they were into some tosh.
Remember, occult doesn't mean evil. It translates to hidden knowledge.
And snakes and sacrifice and altars and death and Satan.
Well, it's got all the best bands.
Yeah, that's true. So, are there any other theories?
The paranormal influences. The group's choice of Gulf Breeze, a known UFO hotspot, and their reported Ouija board communications have led some to consider paranormal explanation. So it's true. They got the messages to go to the thing that was channeled through a Ouija board, go and kill the alien Antichrist, or stop the aliens from killing the Antichrist, or stop the Antichrist from killing the aliens. I don't know.
But they didn't do any of that. They
No,
just got arrested.
Yeah, because that one guy was driving like a cunt.
So they failed.
So they did fail.
Did the
Yes.
Antichrist turn up?
Well, who's to say?
Is it Donald Trump? Who knows? Sorry, Danny.
Were they at Mar-a-Lago?
Well, they could have been going there. Who's to say?
Apparently he's got a picture of the Ark of the Covenant, like a photograph of the Ark of the Covenant on the wall at Mar-a-Lago.
Interesting.
Which is in a church in Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Well, allegedly,
And giving people radiation sickness.
making them blind,
Yeah, it's an interesting one because they'll never let anyone in.
No.
So we've got the Ark of the Covenant. Can we see it? No.
I want to stand by it and die.
They choose that dude as a youngster, don't they? Like the oh
God, the
we need to do an episode of
We
the
need
Ark of
to
the
do one,
Covenant.
yeah.
bottom jaw falls off because fucking. I think it's time for a new one.
We better not open it because his face will melt.
Well, if he doesn't look, he'll be all right.
Well, I heard somebody.
That's why
He's blind?
That's why the blinds him so he can
Yeah.
open it up.
Well, I heard a guy saying today that maybe it was created by, an advanced form of humans, but maybe it was to generate power.
Mm-hmm.
And there's talk of directing energy beams coming from it and stuff. And could it have been a weapon?
Could be an alien
Was it
weapon.
a
Yeah.
power source? Face melter.
This only melts Nazi faces. Too vain to not look.
They should do Indiana Jones 6, where
let's not try.
93-year-old Indy goes in a tomb in Egypt and finds some Egyptian cocaine, which I only learned existed today, and then goes on the most magical mind-tripping bender you've ever seen.
He's chasing his shadows through the pyramids. Going mental.
It would be wonderful.
No, they've raped the character enough.
Imagine they'd have to use a lot of CGI, but imagine the physical strength after he does a line of Egyptian fucking marching powder. Smash! He just starts
smashing his way up the pyramid. Ain't no fun to it at all.
Yeah.
Indie smash.
Smashing through the walls. He'd destroy all the monuments in a cocaine-fueled frenzy. Ironically, Harrison Ford does turn into the Hulk in that new Captain America film, doesn't he?
Looks quite good. Red Hulk. So yeah, well,
Where are we with this then?
You come to us with some bullshit.
I subscribe to some weird stuff.
look, it's an interesting story, but I'll be honest, if this was a movie, I'd be like, what the fuck? Nothing happened.
It's so anticlimactic, isn't it?
Yeah, they just got arrested. Don't drive like a dick,
And
is
then
it?
the army was like, off you go.
Because they were onto something, obviously.
I mean, it'd be a better story if they all died later on in
Yeah.
mysterious circumstances, or
Yeah.
well, we don't know if they don't. If they did, they
Well,
might
they
have
went back
done.
to the home world.
Maybe that was it.
The Ouija board unlocked their true inner selves that's been hidden from them because they've been undercover for so long.
Yeah.
Return home.
Get to Florida.
The portals in Florida. Don't get distracted talking to the fucking crocodiles. You know what happens when you lot get together?
It'll be a while.
Do you think that psychic was a crocodile?
Possibly. What if crocodiles are aliens?
Or psychic?
God, just reading your mind. I know you fear me. Obviously.
I think we might have gone through that before. She's psychic crocodiles.
I love that band.
Well, Mike, have you got to say out of this?
What you want me to say?
How much on the fence are you?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Oh dear. Well, I mean, it might be true. We've
It
no
could
way
be.
of verifying it unless we track them down. But where would we start?
You have
Facebook.
their names.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. This was the 80s. They should still be alive if they weren't
It's
suicidal.
1990, so
90s, yeah. So,
they should still be going.
slightly older than us. You know, maybe they could tell us. Oh yeah, we just got really high, man, and we were like, "Fuck this shit, let's go to Florida." So we got to Florida, but like Tommy was driving like a prick, so like we got arrested. So like we just like made up a story like there was like aliens and like we got to save the world. They were like these like nuts, and like this, let's go, man.
It could be it. That could be it. Or
That's true, because if it had to be a court martial in an open court, they'd have to explain all that.
Yeah, no, we're not having this.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing for us.
Yeah.
I think you're on something.
We've employed these people who are incredibly
Supposed to be on top level.
supposed to be top level.
The Thunder Nerds have gone nuts.
Yeah, we broke the Thunder Nerds.
Maybe they felt guilty.
Let's just discharge them.
Yeah,
Sweep
let's
under
just
the
like-
rug and ignore it.
No one needs this. They're sitting in there babbling about aliens and the Antichrist. Fucking Ouija boards. Fucking hell. One of them's trying to eat his computer. He used to be a master on that
In
thing.
a particularly damp environment, a lot of mould.
Well, possibly, Mike. You might be right on that.
So the air guy
Mould strikes again, yeah.
Oh, it's always the mould with you.
tripping them out.
I've
Oh,
seen,
out of the swamp gas, isn't it?
Swamp cat.
I've seen your collection of spores, moulds, and fungus.
When did I show you my car?
Oh god.
I must have been pissed.
Oh,
Well, on that bombshell, I've been Ben. Thanks for listening. Do as thou wilt. Love is the law. Every man and a woman is a star if they find their true will.
I've been Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out, and the force be with you.
Gas, free Biff Tannen. Goodbye.